Hi guys, Jessi Ray here. I decided to put this class together. It's all focusing on neck and shoulders. One of the main complaints that I get in my yoga classes and also with my massage clients is a lot of tension in the neck and shoulders. So I decided to put this class together for you to release those areas. I do hope you enjoy this video and thank you so much for watching. Hey guys, so let's go ahead and get started in a comfortable seated position. Any comfortable seated position will do. We'll go ahead and extend the spine, lightly draw the navel back in. And we're just going to start with a few neck rotations. So we're going to be going in a clockwise direction. So keeping the spine nice and long, just gently start to roll the head around in a clockwise direction. Very slow, we'll do this 5 times. And then on the 5th time, as the head comes off to the right shoulder, we're going to stay on that side. So head is coming towards the right shoulder. Reach the right arm up, place it on top of the head, and use just the weight of the arm to create a stretch. As you do this, lightly draw the chin back and in, just to keep the neck in more of a straight position. So we're going straight off to the side. And then either staying here with the left hand or start to crawl the left arm off to the left. So we're increasing the space between the shoulder and the ear. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release the stretch a little bit. We're going to stay on this right side, but you're going to start to turn your head to look down towards your right knee. As you do so, slide your hand a little bit more towards the back side of the head, and then work on creating that little pull. So now you're pulling the nose towards the underarm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can gently release that right hand. Now this time we're going to look up towards the left. So we're looking up on an angle. So we're working that left side of the neck, working right into the SEM. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take both hands onto the skin at the chest, and you're actually going to pull that skin straight down. So you should feel a little tension happening there. So stacking hand over hand, pull the skin down until you start to feel more of a stretch into that SEM. And then if you need a little bit more of a stretch, tilt your head back a little further till you feel that. You can also create an underbite, so pressing your lower jaw forward and up. We'll hold for 5. And then gently roll the chin through center and bring it all the way up. On your next inhale, extend your arms out to the side. On the exhale, start to stretch your right arm underneath the left. So we're going to cross up the arms the best we can, bending into the elbows, and then take this right arm around and wrap it somewhere on the left. If that's too tight, the shoulders are too tight, you can always reach around, grab opposite shoulders, and just keep working to bind up the arms tighter and tighter. If you can get a deep cross, once again, wrap around. Now once we're here, press the elbows away from the chest. Lift the elbows up, but drop the shoulders down until you feel a little stretch happening into the mid-back. Keep that nice and active for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. And we'll do this on the other side. So this time, creating those neck rotations, but we're going to go counterclockwise. So start to draw the chin to the chest, circling the head around for 5, going counterclockwise this time. 4, 3, 2, This time when the head goes off to that left shoulder, once again we're going to hold. Reach that left arm up, place it on top of the head. Give yourself a light little pull. Remember, draw that chin back a little bit. And then either keeping the right hand on the right thigh or on the left, or if you want a little more, start to wiggle it off to the right. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the stretch a little bit. Look down towards the left knee. Move the hand a little bit more towards the back side of the neck. And then pulling the nose towards the underarm. As you're doing all these stretches, try not to collapse the rest of the body. Keep the body nice and long. 5 breaths. Release the hand. We're going to look up towards the right until we start to feel that right side of the neck coming into stretch. And once again, taking the hands on the chest, pull the skin down, and then dropping the head back. And once, if you need a little more, create an underbite. Press your lower jaw forward. Gently release the hands, roll your chin through center and all the way up. Inhale the arms out to the side. Exhale this time, cross the left arm underneath the right. Bind up the arms as best you can. Remember, if the shoulders are tight, just grab around your shoulders and keep working the fingers closer and closer together. If it's okay, fully bind up the arms. Take the elbows away from the chest and up. Shoulders go down the back. Press the arms together. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're going to do a little mobility into the shoulders. So if you have a yoga strap, that's going to be best to use, but if not, you can always use like a long piece of fabric. You can also use a long belt. So what we're going to do, again, maintain the seated position. We're going to take a hold of whatever you've got, but you're going to take a hold of your strap. You need to start a little wider than shoulder distance. And once you have that, we call it bursting the strap. So you're trying to pull the strap into tension. Now keeping the rest of the body nice and long, we're going to start with the hands just in front of the knees, bursting the strap, shoulders down the back. Now on your next inhalation, keep bursting the strap. Start to extend the arms up past your head, and then on your exhale, you're going to take them as far back as you can, pulling on the strap the whole time, and then you're going to shift your gaze up. Holding for a breath, and then with your next exhale, gently keep bursting the strap the whole way while you take the hands back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift, burst the strap. Exhale, stretch back with your gaze. Inhale, come back to neutral. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale. Down. Now, depending on flexibility, you can always create more space between your hands as you do that to make it a little bit less intense, or maybe you want to stretch further back. If you have more flexibility in shoulders, you might want to go a little bit more narrow than shoulder distance. So feel free to adjust that as you need to. You can always do that more times if that felt like that was a pretty good stretch for you. We're going to go ahead and come into tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to come into child's pose. So you're going to bring your big toes together. Knees are about hip distance. Press your sit bones back towards your heels and slide your hands forward. We're going to start to walk both hands off to the right side, maintain about shoulder distance between the hands, and then crawl the fingers as far forward as you can, and then allow the head to come forward. You start to feel a stretch into the left side of the arm. From here, slide your right hand back, so it's right underneath your right shoulder. Allow your head to rest onto your left arm, and then just create a little twist here. So start to press your right shoulder blade back. Take your right arm straight. Inhale, walk your hands through center. We're going to do the same thing on the side. Exhale, arms off to the left. Keep the hands about shoulder distance. Allow the head to fall forward. Focusing on opening up the whole right side of the arm now. Adding that twist, sliding that left hand back underneath the left shoulder. Allow the head to rest onto the right arm, and then add a gentle twist of the upper body, pulling the left shoulder blade back. Take that left arm back into extension. Inhale, walk your hands through center, and then go ahead, exhale, press yourself back up to that tabletop position. Once you're in tabletop, spread your fingers wide. Hands directly beneath your shoulders, knees directly beneath your hips. Do a few rounds of cat and cow here just to massage the spine. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, look up, opening up the whole front line of the body. And then exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding the spine, tucking the chin. Try to pull the shoulder blades away from the spine. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, tilt the tailbone up, look forward and up. Exhale, tuck and round, pull your shoulder blades apart. Last one. Make your way to a tabletop position. We're going to thread the needles. This will help to stretch out the rhomboids in the back of that right shoulder. So on your inhale, extend the right arm up, look up towards the hand. On your exhale, you're going to thread this arm through, sliding it off to the left, taking the right ear down towards the shoulder. Once you have that, actively press your left hand down into the ground to pull your left shoulder blade back. Hold for 5 breaths. On your next inhale, press down through the left hand. Inhale the right arm up. Opening up the shoulder, looking up. Then exhale, place the right hand down. We'll simply switch to the other side. Inhale, left arm up, look up. Exhale, thread it through. Now when you thread through, the palm should be facing up. Lowering down to the left shoulder, pressing the right hand down to the ground and pulling the right shoulder blade back. Pressing down to the right hand, inhale, lift the arm up, look up. Exhale, float it down, come back to your tabletop position. Going into puppy pose. So we're going to work to keep the alignment of the hips directly over the knees. We're going to start to crawl the hands forward. And as you do this, you're working on pressing your chest straight down towards the ground. So pelvis stays up. Start to crawl the hands forward and lower the chest as low as you can get it. Hold for 5. Press the armpits down, the hands down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Use your inhale, press into your hands, gently lift up. Walk those hands back. And we're going to just shift the knees back just a few inches. Rotate the elbow creases forward. We're lowering all the way down to the belly. So you're starting to shift forward. Tuck the tailbone, engage the core. And on your exhale, pin those elbows in and gently lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're here, slide the right arm off to the right. Make sure the hand is in line with the shoulder. The arm can either be straight or elbow is in line with the shoulder. And you have an L position in the right arm. Turn your head to look off to the left. Take the right ear down towards the ground. Bend into your left knee and then gently start to roll your body onto your right side. And see if you can step the left foot back behind you. Should be feeling a stretch into the pec and the shoulder of that right arm. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Come onto your belly. Pull this right arm back in. Switch sides. Left arm goes off to left. Remember, either going with a straight arm or an L position in that left arm. Bend into your right knee. Take that left ear down. Start to roll onto that left side. All the way until you can step that right foot back behind you. And you're just pressing your body onto that left side for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Gently roll back onto your belly. Go ahead, come up onto your forearms. And we're going to cross the right arm in front of the left. So we're going to cross the arms, palms facing up. And then just like we did earlier with eagling our arms, when we bound up the arms, we're going to try to take as much space out as we can, so really binding up. Once you have this, both palms face up, you're going to curl your toes under and just wiggle your body forward a little bit. If your forehead doesn't comfortably touch the ground, you do want to make sure the neck is nice and relaxed. You can always put a support like a pillow underneath. So just allow the head to fall. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On your inhale, lift your head. Shift your pelvis back a little bit. Come back onto your forearms. Lining up the elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers. We're just going to drag the skin on the elbows straight back. Create as much space in the upper back as you can. So shoulders pulling back. And then we're going to move into the other side. So this time, left arm goes in front. Palms facing up. Cross up the arms the best you can, taking out any space in between the arms. Curl the toes under. Shift the body forward a little bit. And drop the head. Gently release. Scooch the pelvis back. Release the arms. Elbows directly beneath your shoulders. Spread your fingers. Drag the skin of the elbows back. Create some height into the chest. And then gently we're going to roll onto our back. So sliding one arm through. Rolling onto your back. And then just adjusting your body center on your mat. Once you're here, take the legs nice and long, arms off to the side. Pull your hips down away from your lower back, your shoulders down away from your head. Close your eyes and take some time just allowing the body to come into stillness. And relaxing. Once again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep in mind, you can always make these postures a little bit quicker, a little bit slower, depending on how much time that you have. But keep in mind, more is always going to be better. Thank you so much. Namaste.